Holy smokertons, Sagemommy just went ahead and released her manifesto. Let's get to it. And jettdaddy replied with a video? Oh my god! What is up, Valorant Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer WestJet. Let's get right into the news. If you have yet to watch my earlier video on the Sagemommy jettdaddy drama, you should, because you gotta see the lore to understand more. Now that's a rhyme and I'm a rapper. Anyway, let's get to Sage Unabomber's manifesto. My relationship with jettdaddy. I have tried to write this so many times now and have always ended up oversharing and over-explaining unnecessary details, so I'm gonna try and respond to what his tweet implied. And then you can't make it up immediately after she confirms everyone's suspicions and says they never dated and confirmed everything jettdaddy said, which, I don't know what the rest of the document was for, but I digress. As for the timing of the face reveal and him claiming it was convenient, he knew it was happening at the time, and it was part of the reasons he felt that we should end things. I will add his text. All right, little text leak, Danny over here. So if you're in a third world country, this is an iPhone, and the blue is Sagemommy and the gray is jettdaddy. Anyway, just genuinely feel like you're done with me. Which, if you are, that's fine. I don't want to be strung along.
It's hard to balance time with friends, my family, and also for myself in streaming. I mean, I don't know, Jess. What are our options here? You're a great person. I mean that. But with every month that passes, it just feels like there's less to be holding on to. Oof. And especially with your face reveal coming up, so I'm sure your stuff is going to be taken off even more, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing with streaming at this point. To make things clear, I'm not going to be picking any sides here. I think both of them kind of gooned the situation a little bit, but obviously I am biased for Sagemommy because male depression is real. Now that all the girls are gone, check out these cool golf clubs. This is literally the battle of mid. Two cards fighting, and somehow it's still better than 99.9% of all Valorant content. That is impeccable. Why can't we handle things in private, you might ask? Well, he made that impossible by dropping a tweet instead of just messaging me. If he hates drama so much, why tweet this? Why not find a way to contact me and tell me you don't want to be brought up? I mean, valid point, jettdaddy. What do you have to say for yourself, pussy?
I just want to preface this by saying, I know this whole situation was silly, but I also still stand with everything that I've said to this point. So, looking at the doc, the first statement is about how I claimed we never officially dated, and it's technically true.
Hollow Knight gameplay is wild, though. Now, I added the song in the background so my viewers could listen and we'd all get hyped, but yeah.
And you spend the majority of this doc trying to justify that we had something, and although it was never official, there was something there. This wasn't even the main argument to my first tweet. I genuinely didn't think this is something that we would have to go back and forth about, and I think that playing devil's advocate here, even if we did date, my point still stands. How you completely cut contact with me and then proceed to bring me up 5 months later, no matter the circumstances behind the scenes. The truth is you blocked or removed me off everything, and then proceeded to make a YouTube video, multiple shorts, TikToks, and tweets, referencing me way after the fact.
I know they weren't officially dating, but they presented themselves to the internet like they were in a relationship, and if my quote-unquote ex was talking smack, I'd be Chris Brown and her Rihanna.
At what point does it become too much and it goes from clearing the air with your chat to milking the situation at my expense? I will say that me putting the very convenient in my initial tweet was pretty uncalled for. There's just assumptions, there's no proof behind it. But when everything went down, you blew it out of proportion and you used it for personal gain.
He straight up locked and loaded. He was in the John Wick armory preparing this video. This is crazy. While jettdaddy might look a little bit less of a clown in this situation, they're sort of both getting dogged on by the internet, and some of it's goddamn hilarious. So here are some of the best responses I compiled from Sagemommy's document tweet. This dude just ratioed by posting his fucking 4K on Nuke. The kid ninja cyberbullied replied that he's not reading all that, then posted a LeBron compilation. Hillbilly Grogus coming in, the League of Legends communities made it, and of course the Clash of Clans base. How cooked must you be to type my relationship with jettdaddy seriously, then link a Google Doc under it? If you get ratioed on the internet, it sort of means you're getting owned, and jettdaddy didn't have the same exact response, but at the end of the day, the internet is sexist. Because I'm unoriginal, I stole Willius's flow. Oh crap, and I put that white albino Obama.
And I damn well did not want the drama. So I sat silent, tried to be as respectful as possible about the situation, and let you do your thing. But clearly that was a mistake, because 5 months later, I'm still being brought up. Let's not forget that I'm dealing with the same exact stuff, the same chatters that you do. Every single time I hit go live, I have people asking about you. And all the information I put out on the matter is the tweet. And whenever people ask about it, I've told my mods to just delete the message, link them the tweet with the context, and then we leave it there.
While Jet Daddy sounds very mature in this situation, I thought he could be more mature, and I was really suggesting that he puts the Valorant parkour gameplay in the background, but, you know, he didn't take my advice and went with Hollow Knight instead.
You also bring up multiple times that we should have handled things in private, and that I should have DM'd you, and that you didn't even block me, but we both know that's not true. You quite literally admitted to blocking me, but quote-unquote, only for a week. Saying why not try and find a way to contact me and tell me you don't want me to be brought up is so out of touch. I'm not going to try to jump through hoops to try and contact someone who clearly wants nothing to do with me unless it's for personal gain and views on TikTok.
While Sagemommy's getting dunked from all angles, we gotta offer her something. Maybe throw her a ladder from the helicopter, because it is kind of far. Like, her response, her deleting tweets, everything was just terrible. But, you know, quite frankly, guys, as a human being, I gotta understand where she's coming from. Probably anxious, probably flustered, and at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. The real blunder here is that she never actually consulted her friends, and if she did, and these friends told her, yup, that's the play, my relationship with Jet Daddy, Google document, yeah, you might need new friends. And honestly, I am a little bit biased because it's much easier to watch Jet Daddy's video of him reacting to the document than reading the whole document, so I'm gonna link her tweet to the document in the description. Then again, you shouldn't really even care about this, to be honest. There's no Subway Surfers on the document. It's boring. The reason Sagemommy is losing in the drama is because her audience couldn't read the document. They needed the soap cutting video.
I'll at least give you credit where you confront the fact that you deleted your tweet about going through texts as it was quote-unquote icky and you shouldn't have said it. And I'm happy that we can find a common ground and we can both agree that leaking private DMs is not a cool thing to do. Alright, so in your first text that you posted...
Oh, hell nah, bro knew what he was doing. He's devious on this one.
Leaking private DMs is not a cool thing to do. Alright, so in your first text that you posted...
My name is Walter Hartwell White.
About us, you tried to say that one of the reasons we broke up is because you're face revealing, and I just feel like that's a really weird way to frame it. There's only so much context that you can put into one screenshot, and my point was pretty much saying that me personally, I'm not very long term with streaming. I understand it's not something that I'm going to do until I'm 60 years old, and I don't want to put all of my eggs in one basket and face reveal and potentially close future doors.
Then he sort of went on a yap fest, basically explained his side of the story, broke down the whole document. It was very interesting. It was a good watch. I enjoyed it. I had my popcorn out. Sagemommy also had some funny bangers when she said it's a business arrangement, and that was kind of funny. A lot of cool memes came out of that. With Valentine's Day coming up, the Eat-Haters got some new fuel. But the absolute biggest idiot and the ultimate loser in this situation is this guy. I don't know how he thought he had a point against me, but yeah, it's only cool to be parasocial with the boys, right? You know, listen here, Chase Sherwin. With a name like Chase, you should understand that I'm chasing the bag, and it seems rich to make fun of other people over being parasocial while tweeting about it every day. So fuck you, Chase Sherwin. At the end of the day, I think this drama's boring. They should settle it in the ring. A little like Jake Paul Deji undercard fight. You know, box it out. Let's see what's popping. I had a lot of fun covering this situation. If you like my unbiased coverage, please subscribe. Stay classy, stay cool, and don't be a fool.
Let's go! 'Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away.